Hi guys, welcome to Rossi Audio and Bad Dog Speakers. A little update for you guys. I posted something in the Bad Dog Speakers group the other day, yesterday in fact, about the model that is coming out around Christmas, either right before or right after. I have to see how it goes with my schedule and my plans going along. Um, I mentioned a little bit, and let me tell you that this is going to be pretty special. Um, it is a speaker model that, first of all, I'm not going to make much money on it because it's more or less a break-even project. That's only why I only made the decision to make 5 pairs. It's more or less a marketing stunt, but I'm going to give you guys the possibility of buying the 5 pairs, or rather the 4 pairs. The first pair is for my call it museum or builder's selection or stock or whatever. So there's 4 pairs available for sale. 1 pair will stay with me, and I will hand sign all of them for you guys. They will be numbered with dog tags and everything. And like I said, they're going to be 3 ways with 15-inch woofer, 8-inch mid, and a tweeter. And all of it is unheard of. Everything about this speaker model is unheard of in that price range. Compared to the Target, I'm just slacking back here. It's my slacking day. I've been working all week, and Friday is normally a day where if I can't, I slack off. I take off completely. That's why I'm in here in my sweatpants and my fleece, just relaxing. I can tell you that my room right now is being prepped for Christmas. It maybe doesn't look like it, but I brought all my Christmas lights and all that stuff, like I always do every Christmas. Okay, so what's unheard of about this model? I chose to call it the Death Roll15. Oh, you might say, well, what is it all about these names, like the coming models in the spring, early summer, called Death Star, and now the Death Roll? Well, we are different, and I don't care what people think. I've never been a person who take other people's opinions about me or what I do very seriously, even if it's good or bad. I hear what you're saying, and you know what? I let it sink in, and then I chew on it, and if there's some good valid points, okay. Negative, hateful responses, like I get in a lot of my videos, they are welcome. Post them. You know why? Because I mute you guys. I delete them. I could choose to disable comments altogether, but I'm not. So if you can't behave and all you have to do is spew some negative comments, do it. For God's sake, do it, because they get deleted. On my discretion, okay? That was the rant of the day. Okay, so back to the speaker. I said it was unheard of. Well, it is, because, guys, the price that I listed was $11.95 or something for the pair, okay? For $11.95 for a pair of speakers that size with that type of drivers, go out and try and find competition. Yes, I know Vega has the SL series. They have the XLS series. But think about it. SL15 and XLS15, they have been on the market now for 8-9 years. And we all know what they can do. Sadly. I'm not impressed. So, I will... Damn it. Hold up. There. So I will target that market with these speakers. Do that mean it's going to be a boom boom bang bang speaker? Absolutely not. And absolutely yes. if that makes any sense to you. What that means is I'm going to outperform Cerwin Vega when it comes to SPL and bass. And other manufacturers as well. But it also means that I'm going to outperform them in sound quality. And here's why. If you look at my competition in that price range, and this goes all about what you get for the dollar that you spend, okay? My speaker that comes out, the Death Roll15, for the mighty miniature price of $11.95 for the pair, guys, that's not even $600 per speaker. It comes with a 15-inch woofer and an 8-inch mid-range and a soft dome tweeter. Where my competition has chosen to go to China to get cheap labor, cheap products, and cheap drivers, I have chosen another direction. The tweeter is a soft dome and it's made by Peerless, like now called Timpani or whatever. And it's one of their newest models, highly regarded by many DIY builders as one of the better tweeters in their price range. It's not a super expensive tweeter, but it's in the mid-level when it comes to cost. So you get a Peerless tweeter. Well, Peerless Wi-Fi and Timpani is now one. So it's a Peerless / Vifa Timpani tweeter. Already there, my tweeter outperforms the cheaper China tweeters that my competition is offering. When it comes to the mid-range 8-inch, the SL15 does not have a mid-range that is 8-inch. The XLS15 does not have an 8-inch mid-range. And that 8-inch that I use has a cast frame. My competition, stamped steel. The 15-inch that I use is also casted frame. The SL15, stamped steel. The XLS15, casted. Cabinet size is about the same on mine as the SL and the XLS. Maybe a little bigger in volume. But this is where the difference starts to show itself. Where my competition, regardless of brand, there's several brands that I compete against, but I use Cerwin Vega as a reference because they have a track record of 60-70 years of good speaker building. However, lately they have kind of fallen off that path, and a lot of us is not happy with what they put out. And that was one of the things that prompted me to start Bad Dog Speakers. Because there's a huge market of Cerwin Vega fans who's really disappointed these days. So I'm feeling a void. Okay, so what's the huge difference that I'm talking about? Well, if you look at the cabinet for the SL15 and the XLS15, it is flimsy stuff. It is particle board with a few MDF plates here and there. The SL15 is very flimsy, if you ask me. They should have done more work to the cabinet. So, you all know what the SL15 looks like in the cabinet department. And most of you guys know what the XLS15 looked like in the cabinet department. My cabinet, on the other hand, for this Death Roll15, with a 15-inch woofer casted frame 8-inch mid-range casted frame, and a soft dome from Peerless slash Vifa slash Timpani, will have a cabinet that has a 3/4 inner cabinet of MDF. 3/4 inch MDF. That is being sandwiched with 3/4 inch thickness oak. You heard right. I'm not using some 1 or 2 or 3 millimeter thickness veneer that I glue on. I sandwiched the 3/4 inch MDF with a 3/4 inch solid oak. Let that sink in for a second compared to the particle board used in my competition. I have the competition right out here. I know what the cabinet that they build look like. I just silently no, I do not approve. So you might say, well, isn't that overkill? Yeah, sure is. Sure is overkill by a mile. It is such an overkill that it takes away all the profit that I could have had. But this is why I want to do this. I want to prove to you guys that it's not about the money. It's not about the profit. It's about building the best products, the best sounding products out there for the price range. So if you spend $1,000 on speakers at any department store or grocery store for that matter, because these speakers sell at Walmart too. Jeez. Take the $1,000, $1,100, $1,200 that you spend at any of these stores and see what kind of quality on the build, on the drivers, and everything else that you get. Not to mention, they have no soul. I mean, back in the day when Cervega was built in Simi Valley, and when Infinity was built in the United States, at least you had some soul. The only company left today that has some soul is Klipsch, who is still manufacturing not too far away from me, in Hope, Arkansas. It's not too far away from me. I have in fact thought about going there and do a factory tour one day. So, by building speakers here in the state, in the United States, or in Europe for that matter, it kind of gives the product some type of a soul, if you ask me. That's my opinion. Products that are made in China, mass produced, by shelf shopping and all that stuff, to me have lost its soul. There's nothing like, in the past, you could call Cervega and say, hey, can I come and visit your factory? And they would let you in with open arms. Today, they would tell you, oh, we only have an office. In an office building. We have 4 offices in an office building or something like that. How is that for soul? So you can say that they have lost what they once had. What is left today is a name attached to some products. That's why I'm an old school guy. And that's why I started Bad Dog Speakers. Because I feel that what Gene Cervinsky at one point started and was so sadly, abruptly ended in 2002, 2003, is something that I want to, in his spirit, keep going. I'm not saying that I am a Gene Cervinsky by a mile. He was and still is in his memory way ahead of most people when it comes to speaker design and speaker building. But I want to, as an honor, put his tradition and his visions and his thought and his whole vibe about products. I want to keep that going. It's been silenced and put on pause way too long. So that's a little bit about why I started Bad Dog Speakers. It is kind of like a tribute to Gene Cervinsky and what he once did. And I want to keep doing what he did and create something that has soul, has a meaning, has an attitude, and has a sound and a performance that is worth whatever it is that we're looking for, each one of us, in a speaker. Am I ever going to compete with Focal, MBL, Moon, and all these high-end $1 million speakers? No, not my intention at all. I want to take what Søren Vega once did and bring it back and develop it into the future for as many years as I can. I have no desire of competing with the $200,000 systems, the $1 million systems, or even the $50,000 systems. My intention is to build the best sounding speakers for under $5,000. That's my goal. That's my intention. Can I do it? I think so. May I fail? Of course. There's a possibility of that too. But if you compare me to what is normally compared to and my products, I want to say that I will be way ahead. Way ahead. That's why I set a limit of 5 pairs that comes up now in around Christmas, and that's a month and a half from now. There will be 5 pairs officially made. 4 of them is for sale. 1 pair is for my own keeping. And it will have some special features. It will have a special finish for sure. So if you're looking for a $200,000 sound system, Bad Dog Speakers, I'm sadly have to say, it's not for you. If you're looking for a speaker that can reproduce sound in a way that is fun, in a way that creates a lot of emotion and feelings and get you hooked, then you are on the right path. Bad Dog Speakers is all about what Gene once said, and I can't state it or say it because it's been copyrighted. But we all know what Gene and Søren Vega one time said, and they had a slogan, and I feel like they have deserted that slogan. So I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to build the speakers that they say they are doing, and it's SPL/SQ. High SPL, good sound quality at a level that you normally would pay twice for. So my $1,195 speakers would normally run you somewhere in the area of $2,000 or more. Okay, enough talk about that. I will let you know when the products are ready and when they're being released. They will be put on Facebook. They will be put here on YouTube. And look out for them because it will change things. For sure. Definitely. It will change how people who love a certain brand will look at them and say, wow, wow, I dare you to compare them to the SL, the XLS, and others. I dare you. Because I know what the result will be, and I know how you will come back and say what you feel. So that's about it. I'm gonna make one more video, hopefully within a week. It's not about Bad Dog speakers. This goes more to the general Rossi audio group and followers, and it's gonna be about this little piece here. This is a little integrated amplifier. I'm not gonna say more about it, and it's gonna be about these little speakers here. A video about those, a little review, is coming up very soon, right over the weekend. I think it's. I have decided to take this weekend completely off. No more working because I am beyond exhausted right now. So next week I will post another video about these little babies here and this little up here. What is it? Well, stay tuned and you will find out. Until then, have a great weekend and just relax. Slack off like I'm doing right now, guys. It is not worth it to burn yourself completely out. So, relax, recharge your batteries, and come back next week for a review on this little thing and these little babies. See you later.